Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. Today topic is ATC, Air Traffic Control. ATC specialized responsible for the safe, orderly and expeditious flow for air traffic in global air traffic control system, usually stationed in air traffic control center and control tower on ground. They monitor position, speed and altitude. Aircraft that are assigned airspace visually and by radar and give direction pilot by radio. The position of air traffic control ones require highly specialized knowledge, skill and abilities. Control applies separation rule to keep aircraft safe distance from the other. Within the proper airspace in the area, responsibility and move all aircraft safely and efficiently through the assigned sector of airspace as well as ground. Controller have been incredibly large responsibility while duty aviation position to make countless real-time decisions daily basis. ATC profession constantly regarded around the world one of the most mentally challenging career and can be notoriously stressful depending on the many variables: equipment configuration, weather, traffic volume, traffic type, special activities, governmental action, human factor. Many controller city high salary, large unique and privileged degree autonomy as major advantage of this role. ATC, military ATC, control tower, occupation type, profession, activity sector, aviation, military, competency, excellent short-term memory and situational awareness, excellent communication skill, good mathematical skill, quick and assertive decision-making ability to perform under stress, central situational awareness. The education required: certification of aviation authority under ICAO rule and regulation, majority from military and 4-year degree CTA school. Field of employment: public and private sector, both military and civil, varies by the country. The media interstate frequently refer to them air controller or flight controller. Most air traffic professionals used to term air traffic control ATCO or controller. For more detailed article for itself, see air traffic control. Future of the job: core skill controller. ATC generally individual who possess superior situational awareness, spatial awareness and are well organized. Other skill and essential include fast processing, numeric computation, mathematics, assertive and firm decision making skill, ability to maintain their composure under pressure and excellent short-term memory. Through the numerous studies throughout the decades, it has been demonstrated the traffic controller usually have superior visual memory, and addition of studies have been shown ATC is generally degree situational awareness significantly better than population average. Games involving short-term memory, peer-induced stresses and real-time risk analysis, ATC control specialist scored better than control group of every experiment. Excellent hearing and speaking skill are required and trainee undergo rigorous physical and physiological testing. Position of ATC require some strictest physical and mental health requirements of any profession in the world. Condition: diabetes, heart disease and many other psychiatric disorder, clinical depression, ADHD, bipolar disorder, personality disorder, history, drug abuse, among many other. Almost always disqualify people from obtaining medical certification from the overseeing aviation authority without the explicit testing. Waivers signed overseeing medical authority demonstrating that disorder does not impact individual ability to the job. Almost universally controllers are subject to rigid medical and mental exam. Ensure safety in ATC system in the United States. All air traffic control are required to take the and pass Minnesota multiphasic personality inventory before being hired by the Federal Aviation Administration. Conditions such as hypertension will be not disqualifying are taken seriously and must be monitored with a medical examination by certified doctor. Controller must take precaution to remain health, avoid certain medication banned from all medicines. Even over-the-counter drugs must be reported medical authority, and failure to be can result revocation medical certification. Numerous drug approved by US Food and Drug Administration (FDA) either banned or would require ATC to apply special consideration medical certificate by undergo in the stringent and continuous monitoring underlying medical condition. Almost universally trainee controller began work their 20s and retire their 50s. This due to FAA required trainees begin their training academy no later than 31st birthday and face mandatory retirement at the age of 56. Retirement military ATC may qualify appointment after reaching 31 years of age. Communication with the vital part of the job. Controller are trained by focus on exact modes of the pilot. Other controllers speak because single misunderstanding about altitude levels or runway number can be tragic consequence. Controller communication pilot aircraft using push to talk radio telephone system which has been made attend an issue which has such fact of only one transmission can be made. Frequency at the time of can either merge or block each other become unintelligible. Although local language are used ATC communication, default language of aviation worldwide aviation English. Controller who do not speak English first language are generally expected to show certain minimum level of competency. Controller after work from control tower like one of the air Birmingham, England area en route. Area controller responsible for the safety aircraft higher altitude en route phase their flights surrounding busier airport airspace. Area controller may also handle aircraft lower altitude, also traffic around small airport that do not have their own tower or approach. Controller in most of nation are known as area en route or US center. Colloquially, center controller area control responsible for specific sector 3D block airspace defined dimension each sector managed by the at least one area controlled by the R side radar controller handle radio communication during busier timer. Traffic may also second area controller by D side data assigned to the same area address assist R side area controller. This can done by without use radar allow with the sector to handle much more traffic. Procedural control using many area where traffic level to not justify radar or installation radar is not feasible such as overseas. The interstate en route controller work air traffic control counter ARTCC. Other countries are area controller work area control center controlling high level en route aircraft terminal control center which is aircraft climbing from descending to major group of airport. Aerodrome or tower controller control aircraft within immediate vicinity of airport and use visual observation of airport tower airspace after 5 nautical mile 9.3 km radius around airport but can vary greatly size shape depending on traffic configuration and volume. Tower position are typically split into many different positions such as flight data, clearance delivery, ground and local control. Busier facility, limited radar approach control position may be needed. Roles of position: flight data, clearance delivery, issue IFR flight plan clearance, obtain the codes, squawk codes for VFR, aircraft help, coordinates and GCLC and cuts of ATIS weather, FDCD commonly known as profession of Secretary of Tower, ground issue taxi instruction authorities, aircraft vehicle movement, airport expect active runway control are not responsible for the aircraft movement or ramps are the other design non-movement area. Local tower issue takeoff and landing instruction clearance and authorize aircraft vehicle movement on across runway. Approach issue instruction to aircraft who intending land at airport. This involve vectoring aircraft safe, orderly and expeditious manner. Needed stocking aircraft different holding altitude, civilian, military, public, private. The military air traffic control works approach control carrier air traffic controller abroad in the class of aircraft carrier. Nimitz class aircraft carrier USS Abraham Lincoln CVN 72. Civilian air traffic control the International Airport 1962. Members. Most countries armed force employ air traffic control, often most of, not all branches forces. Actual term vary from country to country. Control are usually enlisted. Some country all traffic control is performed military. Other countries military controller are responsible for solely military airspace, and air bases civilian controller maintain airspace, civilian traffic, civilian airports. Historically, most country was part of government and control were civil servant. How many countries have been partly wholly privatized their air traffic control system? Other are looking to the same. Education. Civilian ATC licensing standardized international agreement through the ICAO. Many countries have ATC school, academies or college, often operate incumbent provider of air traffic service country, but sometimes privately. These are institutions structure providing training to individual without any prior ATC experience. At the completion of academic training, graduating student will be granted ATC license, will be include one or more rating. These are sub-qualification of denoting ATC. Disciplining or discipline in which the person has been trained. ICAO defined 5 such rating area preferred termed on the job training OJT with fully qualified and trained mentor on job training instructor OJTA, also plugged into position of give guidance ready to immediate take over should be become necessary. Length of the phase training varies from matter months to year depending on the complexity of sector. Only once person has passed all these training stage, they will be allowed to control position alone. Work patterns. Typically controller work on position 90 to 120 minutes followed by 30 minutes break, except quieter airport or air traffic on 24 hours 365 days year job where controller usually work rotating shift and including night, weekends and public holiday. Usually set of 28 advanced. Many countries structure controller shift pattern regulated allow adequate time. In the UK, most common pattern 2 morning, 2 late afternoon and 2 evening night followed by 4 days break. Stress. Many countries regulate work hours to ensure that controller are able to remain focused and effective. Research and has been shown controllers remain position more than 2 hours without break. Performance can be deteriorate rapidly even low traffic level. Many national regulation require break least every 2 hours. Naval test Sylvia test document stresses and challenge faced. ATC her 1984 study politics stress and case of ATC published International Journal Health Service study which be compare stress general population and kind of system markedly showed more than stress level of controller. This various can be explained at least in part of by characteristic of job. Computerization of future. Despite year of effort and $1 billion spent on computer software designed to assist ATC success has been largely limited. Improving the tools and of controllers such as computer enhanced radar. Next few decades future technology will make control more system manager overseeing decision made by automated system manually interviewing resolve situation not handled by computer rather than being automated out of existence altogether. The problem envisaged technology normally takes control out of the decision loop but require control step back control exception situation. ATC skill has been kept current regulator practice. This is itself may prove largest stumbling block to introduction of highly automated ATC system. User acceptance willingness use the technology. Another important consideration, all service are provided by need consider period to implementing any new technology. Recent study within over 500 ATC from around the world in the Pekier and colleagues found once of the focus decision making shift from the ATC support technology dramatically decrease. Unsurprisingly, they also found ATC enjoy core task their role, namely conflict detection of resolution. 2014 changes US 2014 was reported United States Federal Aviation Administration had been stopped giving free personal treatment to ATC applicants who had passed classes from 36 FAA approved college aviation program across US. The some speculating due to many white males being hired over minor FAA also stopped giving preference to applicants who were military veterans with aviation experience. In addition, group external expert appointed by the Federal Aviation Admission emphasized need immediate action on November 15, 2023. At a safety concern nation aviation system, two primary issues highlighted were inadequate staffing level among ATC and the existence of outdated technologies. Weather. Beyond runway capacity issue, weather major factor traffic capacity, rain, ice, snow, hail off runway causes landing aircraft to take longer to slow and exist, reducing safe arrival rate of requiring more space between landing aircraft. Fog also requires decreased landing rate. These turn increasing airborne delay. Holding aircraft, more aircraft are scheduled than can be safely and efficiently held in air ground. Delay program may be established delaying aircraft ground before departure due to condition of arrival airport. Area control center major weather problem thunderstorm which present variety of hazards aircraft will deviated around the storm reducing capacity en route system requiring more space per aircraft causing congestion of many aircraft try to move through single hole line from thunderstorm. Occasionally weather condition causes delay aircraft prior to their departure as route are closed by thunderstorm. Much of money has been spent creating software streamlined process. However, some ACC air traffic control still record data each flight on strips paper and personally coordinate their path. New Year sites and flight progress stripes and have been replaced. Electronic data present computer screen new equipment and brought more and more sites and upgrading away from paper flight. Congestion, constrained control capacity, growing traffic lead by flight cancellation delay. America delay causes ATC grew 69% between 2012-2017. ATC staffing uses were major factor congestion. China average delay domestic flights spiked by 50% of 2017. 15 minutes per flight. Europe route delay grew by 105% of 2018 due to lack of capacity as staff 60%. Weather 25%, strikes 14%, costing the European economic euro 17.6 billion, US dollar 20.8 billion, up by 28% of 2017. Market air traffic service was worth of $14 billion. More efficient ATC could have 5 to 10% of aviation fuel by avoiding holding pattern indirect airways. Military takeoff 80% Chinese airspace congesting corridor open to airline. Britain closing military airspace only during the Air Force exercise. Call signs. Prerequisite staff air traffic separation assigned use distinctive call sign. These are permanently allocated ICAO on request usually scheduled flights. Some Air Force other military service military flight there are written call sign with 3 letter combined followed by flight number AAL 872 or VLG 110. They appear flight plans ATC radar labels. Also audio or radio telephonic call sign used on radio contact between pilot and air traffic control. These are not always identical to their written counterparts. Example, audio call sign would be Speedbird 832 instead of written BAW 832 used to reduce change of confusion between ATC and aircraft. Default call sign any other flight registration number tail number aircraft such as N12345 CGAPC or ECIZ short radio telephonic call sign. These tail number the last 3 letter using NATO alphabetic of ABC spoken Alpha Bravo Charlie. CGABC the last 3 number. Example 345 N12345 interstate prefix may be aircraft type model or manufacturer place of first registration characteristic. Example N11842 good become the only allowed to communicate have been established each sector. Before around 1980, International Air Transport Association IATA, ICAO were using some 2-letter call sign due to large number of new airlines. After deregulation, ICAO established three-letter call sign mentioned above. IATA call sign currently used in aerodrome announcement tables but no longer used ATC. For example, AA IAT call sign, American Airlines ATC equivalent AAL, flight number, regular commercial flight or designated aircraft operator, and identical call sign might be used. Some scheduled journey each day operated even departure time varies little across different day week. Call sign return flight often differ only final digit from outbound flight. General airline flight number are even eastbound and odd westbound. Order to reduce possibility of two call sign, one frequency at any time sounding too similar, such as airlines particular Europe have started use alphanumeric call sign that are not based flight number. DLH-23LG spoken 3-line golf prevent the confusion between incoming DLH-23, outgoing DLH-24 same frequency. Right of ATC change audio call sign for the period of flight his sector. The risk confusion usually choosing tail number instead. Technology. Many technology used ATC system. Primary secondary radar used enhanced control situation awareness within his designed airspace type of aircraft. Send back primary echoes varying size of control screen radar energy bound by off their skins and transporter equipped aircraft reply to secondary radar interrogation giving the ID mode, altitude mode C and unique call sign mode. A certain type of weather may also register the radar screen. Input added data from other radar are correlated to bullet air situation. Some basic processing occurs. Radar tracks as calculate ground speed and magnetic heading. Flight data processing system manage all flight plan related data incorporating low or high degree information track once correlation between them. Flight plan track establish all this information distributed modern operation display system making available the controller. FAA has spent over $3 billion on software fully automated system is still yet to be achieved. 2002 UK brought a new area control center service, London area control center, the relieving busy suburban center of West Middlesex of North London. Heathrow Airport software from the Martin Prominence London area control center has initial troubled software and communication problem causing delay and occasional shutdown. Some tools are available different domain help to further controller flight data processing systems. Thank you.